Congratulations, everyone. You are now working on the very last assignment that you will need to write for this big research unit that you have been working on for several weeks now. You are moving into the analytical report. So I'd like to use this short video to explain to you an outlining tool that I provided that will support your outline that's due on Monday. This document will help you take the data you've already been gathering in your annotated bib and your research proposal, as well as in your literature review, and then transform it into the analytical report, which is the final assignment for this project. Remember that our goal here is to write to a specific audience, to analyze the data, and to make a recommendation about what they can do about our topic, okay? So this outline starter is provided for you in the homework for Monday, as well as in the introduction and outline page in Module 3. And what it is an overall outline of your analytical report, as well as some detail about the body of your report, which is what I want you to outline for Monday when you write your introduction. So depending on the type of analysis that you're doing, causal, feasibility, or comparative analysis, that will decide what goes into the body of your report. And here on this handout, it provides you examples of topics for causal, feasibility, and comparative analysis. So these are the topics that will plug into the body of my report depending on what type of analysis I'm doing. So for example, if I was going to do a causal analysis, I would take these general topics and I would write about them in the body of my report. On page 2 of the handout is some instructions about how you might deploy this outline. So depending on the type of analysis you're doing, choose one of these bulleted lists of topics and then take those and transform them from a really general topic into a specific topic that you need to cover. So here's an example. If I was doing causal analysis about the Libby mine disaster, which is one of our sample reports, I would take this generic topic of effects. So here I'm looking at types of effects or types of causes, and I know that one of the types of effects that I want to look at is health impacts. So I'm going to take this general topic of effects, I'm going to write about a specific effect that's come up in my research, and then I'm going to start grouping my evidence into that type of effect. So I know, again, if I'm writing a causal analysis focusing on effects, I'm going to take these general topics and make them more specific to create my outline. So I'm going to first describe the Libby mine disaster and then start describing who was affected. So one of the main effects was health impacts, and then I'm going to start grouping my evidence. The other thing that I want to point out here is that we've really been building a foundation of academic scholarly research so far, but you'll notice in this outline that this is the time when you finally get to bring in other types of analysis into your report. So you'll bring in maybe government data, maybe newspaper articles where you can hear from specific types of people and what their impacts were. You can hear about them talking about what it was like when the mine disaster happened and how it's affected their family members. You can also bring in visuals such as maps, diagrams, infographics. Those government data, personal accounts, as well as visuals are things we haven't had yet in our lit review and our annotated bibliography and research proposal. So those are new types of data you can bring in to round out each of the data sections in your report. So when you're looking ahead to Monday, your steps are to bring up this document, decide what type of analysis you're working on. We've already been thinking about that. And then start to build out the outline of the body of your report depending on the types of analysis that you're working on. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm excited to see how your outlines work out.